Right, so now that we have everything set up, what we want to do is do the middleware and create that. So what I'm going to do is there's two middlewares that we need. First one is essentially in our route. So let's be in our route. And you can see here, we have a Firebase Auth middleware that runs before we do our CRUD methods. So before we get our feature flags or we add our feature flags and so on, we have a middleware over here. So that's the first one. And then the second one is to whitelist any URLs. So in our case, in cause, we want to whitelist our domain. So only certain domains can basically access this API. So that's what we want to do as well. So let's go ahead and create them. So let me create a new folder. And actually what I'm going to do is just copy my middleware folder and bring it in and explain what's going on. So we have our middlewares folder. In here, we have the first one, which is Firebase Auth middleware. In here, we want to get the token from the client. So from the front end, we pass in a token through the headers. So in here we have our Firebase Auth middleware with request, response, and next. The token is from rec.headers.authorization, and then we want to split it so it's whatever's after the space in the header in the authorization. If there's no token, return a 403, which is good defensive programming. Otherwise, we decode the token. So we essentially import admin from Firebase admin over here. Then we verify the ID token if it's correct. Then we do request.user is equal to the decoded token. Then we do next. So next basically is a special function that says actually they're fine, so they can go to the next thing. So in our case, that is essentially in our route. We go in here, then they go next. So we do this function over here like that. Otherwise, we handle it over here saying this person's unauthorized with the 401. So that is the Firebase Auth middleware. The second one is how to whitelist the certain URL to be able to access our Node API, and we will do that one next.